Vintage Jam. Tonight we're having an unusual show that it's going to be a release party for our digital copy of our CD, the Blues Society Backyard Blues, and we're doing it in conjunction with Blue Heart Records and 3 of their singles. So Sallie Bengsten will be here from Blue Heart, and Gary Rothrock will be here from the Blues Society, and he was producer with a CD. And so the 2 of them will be co-hosts tonight. And so we're really excited to have them, and also want to thank Carrie Baker, who is our host for the Facebook tonight. So we'll take it away with Rocky and with Sallie. And
hi, everybody.
And I will add Sallie on. There we go.
There's Sallie. Hi, Sallie.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, it's an exciting day today, or tomorrow, I should say. Tomorrow's the official release date, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. We're on the eve of the digital release, and we've got so much exciting activity already. Hasn't it been great?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I keep getting emails of where our songs are being played, and a lot of them in the United States, but even over in Australia and Germany and the United Kingdom and all over the place, even though I guess we're only promoting this primarily in the United States. Is that right?
That is right. Our promotional campaign is actually set up for North America only. Okay. However, we do target all of the stations that report to the Roots Music Report for charting. So there is also Spain, France, and the Netherlands have some stations that report into that chart. Wow. But I mean, we've seen airplay beyond that, which means that people are picking it up just from the marketing efforts. People who haven't received the CDs are actually going out and downloading it through Blind Raccoon's site, which is really exciting.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was this CD. You really started out as just sort of a local band thing where we were trying to get folks to, some time in the studio who hadn't had much time in the studio, and for the experience. It was supposed to be a fundraiser for us, but we figured we'd probably not make anything. But it seemed like a good effort, and we just, sold some locally, and that was it. But when we met you and found out about your record company, and got to know you a little better. We gave you a CD, right? And you took it home and you listened to it and you liked it. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. Kathy gave me a copy of the CD, and I brought it home with me, and it kind of sat on my desk for a while because people give me CDs all the time. Sure. And I get kind of backlogged. But I put it on one night, and I was really enjoying it. It was so much fun. And I said to Kathy, gosh, we really should talk about getting this out to radio and having more people see what's going on here in central Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're so pleased that you did, because it was our local production and, local songwriting, local musicians. And, I thought it was really good, but of course I'm not an unbiased observer here, but I was so pleased that you took an interest in it. And, my idea was originally just to ask you, well, how can we better market this? Because, we still have a lot to sell, and we didn't know much about digital marketing at all. So, but your interest in it and your willingness to sort of take us under your wing and help us with the promotion is greatly appreciated, as well as just getting to see you, meet you, Yeah, you got to be the nicest record executive on the planet, I must say.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
um, I should also say that Kathy has been trying and trying and trying to get me to come out to the jam for a long time, but I'm really, my schedule is so hectic and it's been really hard for me. So this has been sort of like a silver lining type blessing in disguise, that you've gone virtual this past year, because it's really given me a chance to get a peek into what you all do every week. And it's really, I think it's just truly an inspiration. And I can't wait. Now I'm going to have to figure out a way to get there once we can start to gather again.
yeah, well, we're hoping that's going to be this summer. That's what I'm shooting for. So we'll see. We'll certainly let you know. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, our virtual jam also provide an opportunity for some of your artists to meet our folks, who watch the virtual jam every week. And so that's been a great, relationship that we've generated here between NOLA Blue and Blue Heart and the Blue Society. So it's a great thing. I'm so glad that you took an interest in us. I'm impressed with that.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm really excited too for that connection to sort of materialize and take the next step again when shows open up and the artists can actually come through, because I think it's really important that, our label is based here in central Pennsylvania, and you're our local blues society. And I think it's really important that we work together, to do what we can here and keep the blues strong and thriving in this area.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I came to blues late myself. I was a folk rock guy, for years and years, and always liked the blue notes in the songs, but I didn't really understand it. I didn't know the history, and with the Blues Society, I've learned a lot and met some wonderful musicians that's just been so fun to learn from and to play with. So, it's been a real blessing for me all the way around. So, tell me a little bit about this distribution. We're doing, I guess, a digital distribution starting tomorrow. Folks will be able to go on iTunes and those kind of places and buy the CD or buy individual songs. Is that how it works?
Yes. Yes. Beginning tomorrow, we'll have a special link that we can share, and it's going to direct people to their digital provider of choice, whether it's iTunes or Apple Music, Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, Deezer, Tidal, you
Wow.
name it. And it's convenient because the music's out there and it's available to a variety of um, digital channels worldwide. Um, and that'll start tomorrow. And also, I believe it's probably not quite ready yet, but we will also have the 3 bonus singles that aren't on the CD. Um, but the 3 bonus singles will also be available through the Blues Society website as well for purchase and download.
Okay, good. Well, tell us about those.
Well, this was kind of a cool thing because it was like, you know, the title of the CD being The Backyard Blues, it all started as being central Pennsylvania and the backyard. But, the past year with things being virtual, all of our backyards have expanded to, however far we can reach through our computer screen. So it was like, well, the backyard has expanded, so let's bring some of those people who have new fresh music and have come and been part of the jam. Let's bring that music into it, and let's sort of add that twist to what you've been doing and add it to the music and package it together into something really special.
Wow, well, we're honored. Clarence Spady is one of my my favorite artist that we've had on here. I just love the way he plays and sings, and the stuff he does is just excellent. And Tommy and Miss Bix too, really, really good. So we are going to have later in the show Miss Bix and Tommy, Crooked-Eyed Tommy Marsh
Mhm.
on our show doing some music for us. And they are the other two artists besides Clarence who are on these bonus tracks. Folks ought to be looking for that because they're really good. The tracks are really, really good. And we welcome the opportunity to have them included in the release. I think it's a great idea. We formed this little partnership here with our virtual jam. It's funny how, something adverse happens, and if you look for the opportunities, sometimes some really great stuff comes out of it. Because we've met so many musicians really from all over the world, including Australia and South America, we made those connections, and I think our jam, when we get back to it, is going to be a lot more interesting because I think folks, as they come through, will know we're here and maybe stop in and play with us, which would be really fun. That's what we're hoping for anyway.
That is absolutely the case. I mean, and we've been talking about that with various clients who have been saying, what should we do with releasing our music, and how should we approach it? And nobody has a crystal ball, but certainly if we look back at the past year and all the challenges that we did have, there were opportunities in the process, and I think that there were new connections formed for a lot of artists, and also for the local blues society as well. And it's I, I guess I should say, looking back now, it's nice to say, wow, that this is really a good thing. But boy, going through it was pretty stressful, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and we missed the jam so much. That
Yeah.
we had been going on for over 20 years. Without any kind of a large break. We had to change venues a couple of times for one reason or the other. And, we had 6 weeks off from it. When we opened it back up again, the place was just wall to wall because everybody missed going so much. It's quite a thing. And really, we are very lucky. Roger Hammer, who's going to be on a little later, we were doing sound check with him, and he said he's in Chicago, and he said he's been looking around in Chicago trying to find a blues jam. He says there's nothing like the Blues Society of Central PA. You guys really have a special thing, and that's very, very nice to hear. So we're looking forward to getting back to it. So.
Definitely. I think that's the other thing about this. I want the world to know what the Blues Society of Central PA is doing, because I think it's just fantastic. And this will not only spread the music, but spread the word about what I think you're all just a super special group of dedicated, awesome people.
Well, thank you. We have fun. We do. That's
Yes.
one of the secrets. We work
Hmm.
hard, but we have fun. When we do our
Hmm.
picnics, our volunteers, that's the thing about us. We're an all volunteer organization. So when we have an event, everybody that's there is for free. In fact, when we have our picnic, everybody who works there also buys a ticket, to support the effort. And this year we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. But I think it's fair to tell folks right now, mark your calendar for August the 22nd. We have reserved the picnic grounds, Mechanicsburg Club picnic grounds over in Cumberland County for that day. We've decided we're doing it that day. We're not quite sure what we're doing because it's going to depend on, well, what we're allowed to do, for one thing. But mark your calendar, August 22nd. We're going to have something going on with the Blues Society. It's outdoors, so people will be able to distance if we're still doing that. And I imagine we probably will. But and we're not going to be serving food. We've decided that. We're just going to ask people to bring their own so we don't get into, contaminating food and having a bunch of people putting their hands in a salad bowl or whatever. So, so anyway, that's something to look forward to, if nothing else. And I hope by then the jam's going. So, great.
Absolutely.